Hi everyone, my name's Wendy Price and I'm Head of Widening Access and Participation at the University of Sunderland. I'm here today with one of our students, Sharia, and we're here to talk about National Care Leavers Week, which runs from the 26th of October to the 1st of November. And we're here to celebrate the successes of some of our care experience students and tell you a bit more about the support that we provide as a university. So Sharia, I just wanted to start off by asking you to introduce yourself. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. And I'm Shabia. I'm a 22-year-old care leaver, originally from South Tyneside, but at the minute I'm a third-year student at the University of Sunderland studying community and youth work. And I've also been a member of societies previously, so I was also a cheerleader from the university too. So there is plenty of stuff to get involved with as well.
Thank you, Sharia. Can you tell us a little bit about your personal journey to university?
So for me, I have been I've been in the care system since I was 11, since losing my mum, but it was always kind of her wish for me to go to university because she wanted me to be the first person in the family to go to university. And then I ended up moving around a few different placements, a few different families, and a few different schools as well. So that was always a bit of an added challenge for me to get to university. And it was something that I always wanted to do, but was never really sure about if I'd be able to make it or not. And then when I got to GCSEs, I didn't exactly get the best results, but I did kind of try my hardest, and that was kind of what pushed me that little bit further. So then I managed to make it into sixth form, and at sixth form, again, I didn't necessarily get the best result or technically have the best attendance. However, it is just a case of like just pushing through those situations. And then when I was in sixth form, we were getting told, write your personal statement, do it like this, do it like this. And then originally all of the nagging was so frustrating, but it did actually help loads because I managed to submit my personal statement off to a few different universities across the country, and I actually got accepted into my top three choices. So that was Sunderland University, Northumbria University, and also Hertfordshire Uni down London. So I did have quite a big stretch in universities, but I think that was part of me like, do I go on adventure or do I stay local? Not really sure. And then when it got to actually starting university at the age of 18, about 2 months beforehand, I decided that I wasn't quite ready yet. And I wanted to go at a time that was good for me, not a time that was just kind of expected. And I ended up working a few different jobs, moving around the country a bit, just doing just all different bits of work. And then when I turned 20, I decided that that was the right time for me to go to university. And it was the time where I was really going to push myself and get the most out of the opportunity. So I started university at Sunderland University, and I started studying community and youth work studies because that was something that I've been in the industry of for a number of years now. And I wanted to kind of go get the qualification so that I could open myself up to more opportunities, and also so I could build my own kind of provision or my own organisation that is specific to youth work.
Great, thanks, Sharia. At the University of Sunderland, obviously, we've got the We Care team that provide bespoke support for any care experienced and estranged students. Can you remember how you first found out about the team?
So my first kind of meet and greet with the We Care team was actually with Wendy. It was before I was even 18. I'm sure it was like when I was like 16, 17, because I was looking to try and get some accommodation moving out of family and move out of a placement into independent living. And Wendy was able to just gave me so many amazing opportunities and offered for me to actually go live in student accommodation if I was going to be starting the university in a couple of months after my birthday. So that was really good. And then from there, I managed to bring Wendy during the time of the whole UCAS application, because for me, this was a really complicated just aspect to kind of get my head around. It was so confusing and there was so many different parts involved. And Wendy just sorted it all out for me. I was confused. UCAS was a bit confused because I just deferred and deferred again. So then I literally just rang Wendy like, don't know what's happening, but I want to go to university and I think I'm enrolled, not really sure. And then from there, like, you just sorted everything out for me, so it was just amazing. And I just started in September, and you were like, oh, I need to see you, I just want to say hi and get to know you in person. And then I got my big goodie bag, and I've never left since.
So Sharia, thinking about the support that you've had from the team since you enrolled as a student, what support have you had and what have you found most useful?
We get lots of support. So we get financial support, we get emotional support as well, because we've always got someone to be there. Like, I'm fully estranged, so I don't really have anything to do with my biological family or really any of the foster families that I lived with over the years. So for me, kind of going into university by myself alone without having this support network of a family or anything, it was really crucial for me that I found my own support, and I found that within the WeCare team, because if there's any issue whatsoever, I can send an email, or I can drop in and see you, or I can just like pick up the phone and I can talk to someone, whether that's about finances, if that's about something in education, if that's about something just in my life going on. Like, that support network is there, and that's kind of been the biggest thing for me. Of course, financially as well, finances do kind of make the world go round, as much as we don't care to admit it. Being a strange student and being a care leaver has been so beneficial, because we also get a scholarship called the WeCare Scholarship of up to £2,000 a year, which is just amazing. And the fact that it gets split out over the year just means you'll kind of forget it's coming, and then all of a sudden you get money in your bank, which is perfect to go Christmases.
Brilliant. Sharia, if you had to give some advice to somebody who's maybe considering going to university from care but isn't quite sure, what advice would you give them?
I'd say that at the end of the day, you've got nothing to lose by going. Everyone can tell you what's good for you, but at the end of the day, you know what's good for you. And the university offers so many different courses, so there is something to suit absolutely everyone. If it's a case of you're worried about the social aspect, honestly, you've got no reason to be. There is a great social life at university, whether that's through student nights or through different events that go on. But there's also so many societies that every single type of thing's covered. If you're a Harry Potter fan, there's Harry Potter. If you're a sports fan, there's sports. Anything crazy that you can think of, it's actually already a society. So you're not crazy, you're not alone. Like, there's everything there for you. As with picking courses, pick something that you're passionate about. Don't pick something that you're not interested in, because if you're not, you're probably not going to enjoy it. So pick something you're interested in, pick something that you find fun and something that you actually want to learn about before. Look at a few different courses that you might be interested in, or maybe that faculty. As much as I switched from going to primary education to youth work, it's still within the social sciences. So I've done quite a bit of research to find out what it is. Personally, what was the big ticker for me picking my picking my course, was the fact that it's got no exams. So if you don't like exams, that's absolutely fine. There are courses that aren't about exams. If you're more of a hands-on person than a classroom person, there's courses that are all about placement. If you're a medical student or want to be a medical student, there is literally everything. The university has its own ambulances and medical bay and everything. If you want to be a lawyer, there's a courtroom. There's just absolutely everything. So your opportunities are never limited. If you think it's because you're estranged and you don't have that support network, then trust us, once you get into the university and you see the WeCare team, you're never going to go without support again. It's just kind of how it is. It's just a big family, and it is absolutely amazing. So it is really good.
Oh, thank you, Sharia. Right, you're in your final year of your degree now. So can you tell me a bit more about your career aspirations for the future?
So my career aspirations have changed a lot in the past few months to the past few years and all of this. And it's just about kind of adapting based on kind of my experiences and my knowledge. So I've worked with young children and young people for about 5-6 years through a variety of different sectors and different ways of doing it as well. So I've done some school stuff, some youth stuff. And the one thing that I've always loved is just working with teenagers, but I like working with those harder to handle teenagers, the ones that some people and most people probably do give up on. That's kind of where I really love the challenge, and I do love the whole kind of battle of respect at first, but then it's just the relationships that you build up after. So I'm going to use my qualification to build up my own provision to work with these young people who have kind of been left behind by society, who society have kind of given up on, whether it's a case of maybe they're in care, maybe they've just been left behind because they're estranged, maybe it's a case of they haven't had support. There's just so many reasons, and I'm sick of people trying to determine what other people can and can't do a lot. I've seen that a lot in my personal life. I've seen that a lot for people I know, and I've seen that a lot just all over the place, really. And that's just something that I don't agree with at all. So that's going to be my way of kind of changing that. So yeah.
Great. Thank you, Sharia. If you could sum up your university experience in maybe a sentence, how would you describe it so far?
Oh, that's hard. That is a hard one. I'd say, I don't know. I think I'd say it's a bit like a roller coaster, but it's one of those ones where it's a bit more like the Dodgems than this big scream roller coaster, because you get to steer which way you go. At the end of the day, there is only one person that is responsible for your actions, your choices, how much effort you're going to put into stuff, and your grades and that. And it is you, and you kind of learn that the hard way. I went in the university being quite smug, like, oh, I know this, so I don't really have to listen to this part because I know this part. And trust us, it changes you. But it also really humbles you as well, and it shows you so well, because in my course, I'm one of the youngest people in my course. Everyone in my course kind of has a number of children and has all different spouts of experience. But despite me being the youngest, I'm kind of the most experienced in my course. And that's not in a big-headed way. That's just as something that's been determined kind of by the class. But that doesn't get used in a smug way. That gets used in a case of you all learn off each other, because everyone's so gifted, I suppose, in their kind of sector, and they're so experienced in their own version of it that there's just so many opportunities. But I think what's really good is the fact that you are just fully in control of all of it. And if there's something where you're not happy, like, it gets sorted so fast that it's not even an issue like 2 weeks later. Like, there's been times where I'll ring Wendy up and I'm like, oh, I don't know what I do about this. And then 2 weeks come and we're like, I remember when that was like an issue, and we're like, oh yeah, I remember how it got solved like the next day. So it is just a case of, as long as you're willing to put your effort into it, invest your time into it, then you've literally got no limits in life. So that's my one bit of advice, if possible.
Great. Thank you very much, Sharia. So just for anybody that's watching out there, if you want to find out more about the We Care team and the support we have available, you can look at our website, which is sunderland.ac.uk, and then Care Leavers, and you'll find all of our information as well as our contact details on there. So Sharia, I just want to finally thank you very much for giving us your time today, and for helping us to celebrate National Care Leavers Week. And I just want to wish you all the very best for your year ahead at university as well. Thank you very much, Sharia.
Thanks.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.